This Monday, let's just go ahead and list off the 5 things I think they should actually start to educate children on in schools today. It's your girl TJ back with another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Shoes Chains and Two Shoes Crew. What is going on? We are in the very last week of August, which is crazy. This year has flown by and I am one of the most grateful people for it flying by. But it is almost done, so let's just finish it strong. Thank you for tuning into this video. If you are already subscribed, I rock with you, so make sure that you are engaging in the comment section. If you were not subscribed, well, hopefully you like what you see. You can check around, see the other videos, and then maybe swing back around and hit the subscribe button as the intro kind of tells you to do. But I am on that race to get to 5K. That means I can give back to you all in terms of, I know you guys like getting actual things, appreciation being shown. But don't forget, every single day, no matter the day, you have access to my free budgeting ebook. All you need to do is email me, and all that information is in the description box of every single video. And then also, if you guys did not catch the video I did about the Celebrity 409 sneaker dad hats, they are distressed. They look pretty awesome with quite a few fits. You guys can go ahead and check out that information below. The code Talks with TJ will get you 10% off. And always remember as well, Sneakerheads clothing line, you guys can check them out to outfit all of your kicks, laces, tees. We have brand new line of items coming out, especially with the end of summer. So just make sure that you stay on top of Sneakerheads clothing line as well. Now to the business, okay? I've been talking about college, more specifically on Wednesdays on this channel, with relation to just different discussions that maybe I think young people need to have, maybe actually have sparked for them. But when it comes to this one here, it may not be part of that series on a Wednesday, but I think it is still equally important because kids learn a lot in school. Not really all things that are applicable, like Pythagorean theorem. It's really the process and the method. I understand that in context, but that's not really what kids need to hear nowadays. Like, I'm just being honest. A lot of them, especially in high school, they will have, you have a college counselor where they sit down with them, they inquire from the kid, hey, what are your plans post high school? You want to go to college? Okay, well, these are the scores you'll need. This is the GPA you'll probably need to get into your schools of choice. And that's about kind of where the buck stops sometimes. And it's not at any fault of the counselor, but they're stretched super thin. They have hundreds of kids they have to tend to. They are trying to tend to their more problematic children as well, who may be dealing with their own personal issues or family issues. So a lot of what should be taught to kids on a practical level just gets lost. So I really want to go ahead and highlight the 5 things I think they should actually start to teach. I don't know if I would say necessarily maybe, I would say seniors for sure need to learn these. Now, you can educate your kids on this at any age, really. But seniors in high school, I think this is a prime time for you to learn this. And then as you're going into freshman year. Now, I remember my freshman year at college. No, I did not attend Michigan. I'm just a really big fan. But I remember my freshman year of college, we actually had freshman convocations where they just kind of helped you figure out, navigate your way of being on your own. Because that's really what you are when you're in school, unless you're commuting back and forth home every single day. You are on your own as an adult, and that's amazing, and it's exciting. It's also scary as hell. So let's just go over the 5 things I think they should actually start to educate kids on in school. I just had to know this was going to be my #1 pick. How to budget your income no matter the amount, so that you are able to take care of the daily essentials of life while also saving if you have debt, making some extra debt payments, and then also treating yourself and looking ahead to some short-term expenses that are going to come up as well as long-term. We know when Christmas is every year, so help kids learn to create a sinking fund for that, so when it does show up, they can just have that set amount, pay for their gifts, and gift them to friends and family quite easily without having to worry about how rent's going to get paid. #2, why it's important to have multiple streams of income. Now, I know in 2019 right now, all the buzz is everybody wants to put entrepreneur in the bio of their Instagram or their Twitter profile, and that's all well and good, but I am more so along the lines of the Gary Vee, I would guess, perspective of things. Most people actually aren't built to be entrepreneurs long term. Most are going to fail. That's just the statistic. And not only will you fail if you're just putting all of your eggs in that one basket without multiple ways that you are actually earning an income, that can back you into a corner. So I don't care if you are setting out to be an entrepreneur and have your own business, your own product line, your own service, whatever it may be, or you are working a traditional corporate job or 9 to 5, doesn't matter. But I would say have multiple streams of income, and then let one of them be something you are extremely passionate about, because even when you are working on that to the wee hours of the morning, you're still okay with it. Yes, you're going to be tired the next day, but you are still okay with it, because if one drops off or something goes south, you still need to have like, hey, I got a backup plan right here. That helps in the worst of times. You have no idea. So really educating kids on why it's important to have multiple streams of income. All right, number 3, life is not a race. Please don't just rush to accumulate everything that you see your parents have, everything that you see people on social media have, or try to follow whatever path you think everyone else is setting for you. Learn to figure out what you enjoy and take your time doing that. Now, I'm not saying that you need to accumulate debt as you're exploring all the realms of the world of what is really out there for you that sparks your interest or really makes you, kind of makes you tick. But take your time. Don't get to the end of college at 4 years and get super freaked out because you feel like you still don't know what it is that you want to do. That's fine. Calm down. Most 35-year-olds don't know what it is that they want to do, so you're not in uncharted territory. All right, number 4, this one can be tricky because a lot of people are just irresponsible when it comes to this, but why building credit is important and the safe way to do so, because so many people think, well, I'll just get a credit card and that's an easy way to build credit. Most people's habits are one and the same. So how you eat and treat your body is probably how you're going to treat your finances too. So if you're reckless, haphazard, undisciplined, that's exactly what you're probably going to be with a credit card. So as you continue to, how do I say this, put yourself in poor health, probably gaining a lot of weight and spiking your blood pressure and blood sugar and everything else, you're probably going to do the same with the amount of credit card debt you have and the balance that you have that carries over and that accrues interest, and that's not smart. There are smart ways that you can do it because most are not going to be liquid enough to not have to play the credit game. Let's just be honest about that. So I think educating kids on why it's important and how to safely actually build credit. Number 5, this is just a very, very important one. I would still rank it up there. It's just as important as all the other ones I listed. But when it comes to your mental health, young adults, you may be feeling afraid, anxious, you're scared, you're depressed, you have no idea. And you have a ton of emotions that are swirling around in your head and they're all bouncing around and you can't make sense of anything and you can't really just focus and line up what you may think that you should be feeling in a number of situations. First off, you're not alone. Second, a lot of people are going to deal with that as they transition from high school to college. That is a monumental change, and no matter what, if you're going through that change, you got to remember our minds, our bodies, both of them want to stay in just homeostasis. They don't want to change. So as you're forcing it to really go through a change, your mind is like, what is going on? Just calm down. Everything that you're feeling, tons of other kids are feeling the exact same way. What I don't want you to think is that I have absolutely no one to talk to, I have no one to turn to, no one cares, no one's gonna listen. There are tons of people out there who care, who will listen, who will guide you. So make sure that you are not ever isolating yourself or feeling like I'm 100% alone in any negative things that I could be feeling, because you are gonna go through that transition from high school possibly to college or whatever it is that you choose to do post high school education. And you'll go through those as well. A lot of kids, once they are actually done with college at age 21, 22, they go through that exact same thing again as they realize a major shift is gonna happen. It's not still just hanging out with my friends in a college setting. It's now I am a professional. I am, there's a lot of responsibility. There's a lot of accountability. It's just a shock to a lot, and I don't want you to feel like something is wrong with you because you are having a lot of negative feelings about everything that could be going on in life. But these are the 5 things that I think we should actually start to educate our children on in school, especially when they are in that critical stage of being a senior in high school and going into college. Please let me know in the comment section if you guys agree with these 5 things. What things would you add to this list? I'm sure we can make this list 20, 50 different things with what's going on in the world today with our youth. But these are just the 5 things I wanted to touch on. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Peace.